I seen a black Irish hair nose man anywhere. Alrighty, we're back. Kathy Rain, part 5. Still on day 1, surprisingly. It's a long day, and Kathy is super bored. She's getting up to mischief, rifling through police records, going through attics, all the fun stuff the kids are into these days. Alright, so now we are supposed to be tracking down some old folks of Grandpa's to see if they know anything more about what happened to him. You'll have to excuse my voice. I'm still recovering from a cold. So what has happened with old Grandpa's grave? Is it oh yeah, it's still got flowers. Hey, he looks like he could be my brother. Look at that. Hey, you kid. Oh, okay. So I've got a note here
My
that
smoke's about a half a pack. Started when I was 12 and never looked back. Pretty much the only thing keeping me sane.
12. God damn it, Kathy. You're gonna look 50 when you're 30.
I don't claim to have outstanding morals or anything, but that would take the cake.
I do know. How do I get her to smoke them? Maybe I can't smoke them in front of the kids. All right.
Hey, kid.
Hi yourself.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
Huh. I like you, kid. You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
I don't see her.
Is she dead?
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Whatever.
I
Is
should
this
go
a
look for your
ghost
mother.
kid? Is this a ghost? He's totally gonna be gone by the time I come back. Okay. Alright. Let me see if I can smoke. The reason I'm trying to smoke the cigarettes is because I've got a note about an achievement. Can
My
you smoke
smoke's
it
about
now?
a half a pack. Started when I was 12 and never looked back.
Oh.
Pretty
Okay.
much the only thing keeping me sane.
I guess I gotta use the lighter. Here we go. Yeah, so I was gonna say one of my good friends in high school, she smoked let's see, I think we became friends in year 10 or 11, so like 15. Okay, I got it, sorry, I'm not paying attention. I've got to press the button to make her stop smoking. Okay. So we were like 15, 16 when I knew her, and I mean like when we were friends, and yeah, she used to smoke every day. There was a spot near Town Hall. I was living in Sydney at the time. There it is, there's achievement. And that used to sell them to her very dodgily. She was obviously underage because she was in her school uniform. And I saw her again. Yeah, of course the kid's gone. Didn't
Kid?
see that coming. Ghost kid.
Guess he found his mom.
Oh, okay, that's Grandpa's grave. Okay, here we are. It's 1995. So it was like 15 years ago that this stroke happened. Good to know. I saw her again recently, and she looks so much older than me and my other friends who are...
All right, this is the right date. Looks like her name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family.
To the phone book! Yeah, her skin is so wrinkled and weathered, and, you know, I think genetics definitely plays into it, but yeah, I reckon it's just because she smoked so much, and I think she still smokes, which is a shame because, you know, she's a really lovely girl, woman now, I suppose. She's a really lovely woman, and yeah, so kids, don't smoke. It's, you know, not great. Not that I don't have my own vices, mind you. Alright, so we're going to check out the phone book. When did I stop? 10, okay. Alright, Myers. let's look up some Myerses in the phone book. Also, Graham said that
She's been dead for 2 decades. I could try to find someone in her family, but I'll need a full name.
Yeah. Graham said I think she couldn't remember the name or something. Was that right? I don't know. She might remember now. Now that I know. Wait, I don't even know. Wait, she had the name from the... Anyway, I'm just going to ask Grams anyway. See where it gets us.
Oh, hello, dear.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Do you know Lily Myers?
I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack, and their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
But not the father.
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
Whoa, she killed herself. That's news to me.
Oh, that girl had been troubled for years. Truman made an official statement later. It was no accident.
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear.
Truman?
Like I
Like
said,
the president?
they tend to keep to themselves.
I've always wanted to live on a lake. It sounds great. This is Guy, what's his name? Joe Robinette.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
He lives on a lake
long.
now. I'm so jealous. Australia doesn't really have a lot of lakes. We have like Lake Eyre, but that's like a seasonal lake in the middle of nowhere. By seasonal, I mean it only fills once in a blue moon. A lot of like reservoir dam type things, but a lot of them are dammed for water, so you can't like go like canoeing or kayaking in them or anything. All right, back to the phone book. Yeah, there's this Nancy Drew game. I think it's like Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, and she's just constantly like getting around by boating on the lake.
Found an address.
I'm like, oh, I want to do that. It just seems like it'd be so relaxing looking out over the water at night, you know, crack a beer. Sounds really good. Only thing I worry about is if there was a lot of mosquitoes. But I guess that's why people like get those porches with the fly screener all around it. Here we go. Lake Pontchartrain. How's the Serenity?
Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise.
Yeah, let's go boating.
Looks like there's a small dock with a couple of boats. I don't have a reason to go down there.
The reason is fun, Kathy. Let's take the boat out. I'll be mad.
I can see someone moving inside.
Ooh, all right. Oh, what is this thermometer?
55 degrees. Not too chilly,
55.
thankfully.
I have no idea what that means. I'm a Celsius girl. 55 would be like death in Celsius. I have no idea what 55. Is that hot? No, it's cool.
Yes? Can
Sure.
I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
Rude.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you want?
I didn't said.
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl. Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye.
I do remember this one. I remember.
My smoke's about a half a pack.
Well, okay.
Nah, I need those for self-intoxication.
What? I could could have sworn you offer her a cigarette. Or do you have to do it when the door's
No.
open?
I need.
Then she just has it herself. Quick, cigarettes.
Care to join me for a smoke, Mrs. Myers?
Well,
cigarettes.
I'm gonna have to think about it. Well, I suppose one smoke can't hurt.
And that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my! Oh, now that was a good one.
Oh, I want to hear the story
You know
now.
what, Kathy, you're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
Now, that's an understatement. Good thing I had my morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside? Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy.
Okay, so for anyone who cares, 55 Fahrenheit is 12 degrees Celsius. So yes, that is getting quite chilly. Let's head down there. Alrighty, what have we got here? Paint. I don't think there was something about painting, or maybe that comes in later.
Nice painting. It's signed LM.
Lily Myers.
What you doing, big fella?
Drawing
Oh yeah? What are you drawing?
the nice red man.
You mean Santa?
No, the nice red man.
Now, what did I say about raising your voice at strangers?
Sorry, Mama. I'll be nice. The red man is nice.
Don't mind him. He gets so absorbed in his drawings thanks to that wild imagination of his, just like his sister. So, you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here. So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right.
That's
Anything
sad.
else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
We just looked
see,
at that,
it's
Kathy.
beautiful.
Pay attention.
So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
Weirdo art collector.
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you his name?
No. Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane.
Black
turning
Irish?
gray, no beard.
What does that
All
mean?
right, Sue. Thanks.
What is that? What? Black Irish. I gotta look that up.
So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces looked like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
Black Irish, in many cases, refers to people of Irish ancestry who have features that are darker than stereotypical Irish features, blue or green eyes, reddish hair, and pale skin, or sometimes used outside Ireland to refer to Irish people with black hair and dark eyes. One theory is that they are descendant of Spanish traders. But how does someone look Irish? I don't understand that. Maybe that's just... How do you look Irish? I don't know. I guess maybe there is a look to Irish people that I'm just not aware of. Alrighty. I guess we've exhausted that. Okay, buckle in, guys.
Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods. When Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different. She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up. And, well, you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
You know, I've been through something similar. My mom. She never killed herself, but, well, she came close.
That's a damn shame. I heard about her problems. Is she doing any better now?
Better isn't the word I'd use. I had to put her in a place where she couldn't hurt anyone, including herself.
Yeah, life ain't easy for any of us. Flip a few coins along the way, and I could have ended up somewhere like that myself. I'm awfully sorry things went that way for you, Ma. Anyhow.
Thanks, Sue. Taking it one step at a time.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily.
Kathy Rain.
There are some
Stroke
divided
investigation.
opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
I don't need to ask her about that. Does the name Charles Wade mean anything to you?
Well, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns a large company.
That about sums up what I know about the fella.
What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him. Aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
What's with all these rugs? It's like, does it make the cabin warmer? Is that what this is? Is that a cigarette on the ground? I mean, like, ugh. The cliche that poor people are messy. I don't think that's necessarily true. I mean, like, yeah. My family used to be pretty poor once. My mum is like a super neat person.
Hey, Sue, do you recognize any of these men?
Well, there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome. I had such a crush on him back in the day. And... no way. That's him. The man who bought the paintings. He's much younger here, but there's no mistaking that hair and nose.
I seen a black Irish hair nose man anywhere.
Busted, little cat. That's the guy who walked into this cabin with $5,000 in cash.
That's very helpful, Sue. Thanks.
$5,000 is.
Another question for the elusive Mr. Wade.
I can't remember when she said that he showed up, but like, let's say it's the 80s. $5,000. $5,000 is pretty decent now for a bunch of paintings. You know, for an amateur unknown artist, that's pretty good.
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
It's getting late. I should head back to the city.
Oh, I didn't talk to Manchild. I shouldn't call him that. That's rude. And thus concludes day one.
Hey, you're still up.
I was wondering when you'd show up. How did it go?
Long story. I found out about some stuff that happened when I was a kid.
Oh, thank God for the time
Wow.
time skip.
What a mystery. So what's the plan now?
Is it though? Is it a mystery? Dude had a stroke. You know, it happens. Okay. Grandpa's still gone. Nothing I can do to change that besides all dead ends anyway. I don't know yet, but I'll figure something out. Some shut-eye is the plan. I'm about to pass out. Yeah, let's just go with this.
Some shut-eye is the plan. I'm about to pass out.
Oh, I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm way too excited.
Okay, Grace,
Well,
you do
that
some
makes
research
one of
then.
us. Nighty.
Good night, Cat. Hey, Kathy, wake up!
Ugh, you are so lucky there are no sharp objects near this bed.
Guess what? I got an idea.
Please tell me it involves you taking a sabbatical.
Haha, so you found all this evidence, right? Pictures, tapes, and stuff?
I guess. Why?
Well, as you know, I have a computer. And I know this hacker guy, Dave, and... oh, never mind. I'll just write you a note. You go back to sleep.
Seriously, Eileen, sometimes I just marvel at how your brain works.
I know, right?
Mm. Eileen has a bit of a body there.
Are you sure you want to do this, Catherine? You still have time, if you think there's any chance you would change your mind.
I'm sure, Doctor. Just get it out of me. But please, don't tell my mom.
I'm sorry, but we have to do that. It's the law.
Oh, jeez. I don't think that's how it works in Australia. I think once you reach 16, your medical... I think it's 16. It might be younger. Your medical records are your own. You don't... well, I guess it depends how old she is. She might be a bit younger.
It's none of her business. It's my choice to make. I have enough shit going on with her already. This would just add fuel to the fire.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
Fine. Let's just get this over with then.
Right this way.
Okay. All right.
Ugh, I hate that dream.
Is it real? Did that happen?
I guess Eileen went to class. I probably should too. Nah.
All right. Well, I think we'll leave it there for now. Join me next time. And I really don't know what she's going to do next. I guess she's going to try and track down this guy for some reason. Wade for the paintings. But like, okay. So her grandpa had a cutting of this girl's death. So she goes to talk to the mum about the death, which happened around the... Like, how does that have anything to do with anything? Anyway, my musings aside, I'll sign off here and...
Nah, I have nowhere I need to go right now.
I didn't mean to do that. Pop in a like and a subscribe. Doesn't hurt you. And catch you guys next time. Kathy Rain, part 6 on High Latency.